Hello! Welcome back. I've got a couple of things to show you. As you can see, there's an expanded garden. I did a few things between episodes. They're only minor things, so you haven't missed much. But yes, I did a little bit more little garden. I've got some more enriched soil if we need it. I took some ender lily seeds and planted them, the ones that we'd got in some of the dungeon chests while trying to find a place to live. I added a couple of little stone details to the foundry's walls. One here and one over there. I made the little forge work area. I still haven't got the lava for that yet, and built it in the chimneys all proper now. We also have this, and I'll get to that in a second. But I've also got some fields down here now, and the other thing you'll notice is these cool things. This, by the way, is a water barrel. It acts as an infinite water source in one block space. It's from Pam's Harvestcraft, as you can see in my layer up there. And we've also got storage crates from Better Storage. Storage crates are they are made with simply 4 planks in the corners and sticks in the adjacent tiles in an empty center, and that gets you a single storage crate. And the thing about storage crates is this acts as a single container. If I click on any part of this, it's the same container, and I will just show you that by putting my musket cartridges in this one. If I look in this, musket cartridges here, musket cartridges here, musket cartridges. The thing is that storage crates, they only have this amount of space at maximum. If I break off this storage crate so it's a separate entity, it is a very small display, right? You've got 2, 4, 6. So you have a maximum of 3 storage crates worth of visual space in any single one of these. So what happens, by the way, in order to connect them, you must shift click onto the side of another storage crate, and that connects them. So what happens with these other 3 storage crates is they exist, but you don't necessarily see their contents. A good way to describe that would be if I had more than this many slots of items, not all of them would be displayed at once. And you would have to keep reopening the storage crate until you found the item you're looking for. It's a pretty neat way of doing things, and I'll take you down to this one here because I can show you it a bit better. As you can see, in here we've got a whole lot of items, and you can see how full the crate is by this green bar up here. This is what this is. That's the fullness of the crate network that you've got. So these are 3 storage crates, so no matter what goes in here, I'll always be able to see it. But here's the thing. As you can see, every time I'm opening it, it's scrambling it. So imagine what that... And there's my bucket. I lost my bucket, and there it is. So now I have a spare bucket. That's a shame. Anyway, as you can see, every time I'm scrambling it. So now imagine if this was a bigger crate network and all of those crates were filled with something, it would be scrambling it with anything that's inside that crate network. It's a bit hard to explain when everything can be visualized. Everything that's in the crates can be seen right now, regardless. But that's what we've got going here. Anyway, so let's talk about these fields. I've got some lettuce. I have some tomatoes. In fact, I've got some... We'll start on the dedicated end. We've got a line of cotton, a line of soybeans, tomatoes, peas, beans, and then we get to the mixture, which is lettuce, zucchini, eggplant, bell pepper, okra, Brussels sprouts, cucumber, lots of delicious things anyway, chili beans. And eventually we're going to get round to using those in different food rather than just this toast I'm always eating. Which, by the way, I, rather than grinding up into flour, I decided to go the Pam's Harvest route and make dough. And dough is made, of course, by flour, salt and water. And that got me my dough. And then you cook your dough into bread, and then your bread into toast. So, yes, I have made delicious toast. proper way rather than grinding it up in a AE grinder. So let's continue down here. It looks all nice. I think the storage crates make it look very rural and not so like having a dedicated iron-bound chest for a field. Anyway, so this is my wheat chest, wheat and seeds. I need to do a harvest, obviously. This thing is nearly completely fully grown. This is flax from Ye Gimel Chattels, and that's what another thing that we might be doing today, although there's something else I have planned first. And in here I've got flax seeds and flax fibre, and really what I'm after is these flax seeds, which we'll get to a little bit later. So let's go back up here. You might have seen this thing. Actually, first of all, I wanted to go over this. I fixed this. So somebody in the comments for episode 5 has explained how I've done it, but I'll run over it with you anyway. And I did it between episodes. But basically, what's happening here is we've taken the block detector completely out of the equation. The block detector is no longer detecting anything. It's now just part of the cable cluster. Instead, we're using a condition, and in this condition, we're asking the block gate, that's the block that places other blocks, we're asking it, is there something in front of you, and is it any one of these things? This is the way that I didn't want to do it. I specifically didn't want to do it this way because for everything you have to enter something new every time. But anyway, it asks, is there anything in front of that? And if there's not something in front of it, as in false, if there's not any of those things in front of it, then it tries to place one of those things from our container, this one, which is mostly empty. It's got yellow rake, which I can't process in there. It's just sitting in there anyway. And so I have to put that all in there. I don't really have to do the input. I only have to do the output. But then I say output to the same block gate that's doing this condition. I get that block gate to place one of those items, right? So the block gate says, do I have one of those items in front of me? If I don't, then I'll put one of the items in front of me. Simple, right? And then of course the smasher smashes it, meaning there's nothing in front of it, and it asks the question again. It does that question every 4 seconds. Because the block smasher seems to take exactly 4 seconds to crush the block and then completely free the block for something to go in front of it. So that's cool. Then we have more storage crate in here where I'm storing all my metals. And we have this thing, which I'll get to in a second. But that's all that's really been done in here. We have a trash can now, because I was getting sick of throwing things out into the wild and hoping it'll despawn, and then accidentally picking it up again. We have a dedicated chest with building materials in it. Yes, I'm putting off showing you that. And then we have a new mine shaft. What actually happened is while I was working, I actually went to go and get some squid ink. And I fell into this pit, and this pit happened to have a creeper in it, and the creeper went off and revealed that there was an entire tunnel system underneath this. So I've built some stairs down, and now we have a new mining shaft. It actually leads into some mine shafts generated by Minecraft underneath. So that's pretty cool. So this is a unnamed block. Report to mod author. No, it's a Steve's workbench. Or as it says there, Steve's workshop. And a Steve's workshop block is a block which contains multiple things, and I'll get to these recipes in a second. But if we go to upgrades, you have 4 slots in a workshop, and those 4 slots can be any combination of furnaces, crafting tables, furnaces or crafting tables, basically. And so I could have 4 furnaces in one block, or 4 crafting tables in one block, 2 furnaces, 2 crafting tables, 3 furnaces, 1 crafting table. You get the idea. So anyway, in this particular setup, I've made it, there's upgrade slots. So let's take a look actually at Steve's workshop. You've got a bunch of upgrades in here. Charger, production speed, input queue, fuel efficiency, lava generator, solar generator, auto transfer, filter, and transfer capacity. I'm not going to go over all of them. I'll let you guys explore that in your own time, but I will explain what I've done in here. First of all, the global upgrades. So we've got a solar generator. This means that when it's not being used and it's daytime, it's filling up this power. What's the power used for? The furnace. Or if the bench is set to use it, it would be used for the auto crafter, which is an upgrade for the crafting tables. So we also have auto transfer, which means that the block normally can't push objects out into the world. Like, let me go sleep. I don't want to be standing out there. I really need to light up out here so it's not dangerous for me to stand around at night time. Alright, so let's go back to that. So any objects adjacent to this block, it would not be able to interact with unless it had an auto transfer upgrade in it. And that auto transfer upgrade lets me come into transfer here, and as I've set in this furnace slot, I've told it on the left side, which is this side actually. As you can see, actually this chest is empty. Or was it? No, it wasn't. It has a pair of pliers on it. That has a pair of pliers on it. So the image matches, which is nice. But on its left side, it's got output enabled, and that's for that particular furnace. You can click on all these and tell them individually what you want it to be set to. But my furnace is the only thing doing anything with the world at the moment, and that means pumping things out. I'll just put that back in there. I'll get to explaining that in a second. So let's go back to upgrades. Each of these crafting tables have an extra storage. This means that within the actual interface itself I can store extra materials for crafting purposes. The furnace itself has production speed on it. 3 times production speed, so the furnace works 3 times faster. I think it's 1x per 1x per production speed upgrade. So, and it's 1x the base speed of the furnace. So if you had 10 of them, it would be 10 times, etc., etc. Also has input queue, which adds an extra little slot, which can have an extra stack of things waiting to be smelted. So let's go back to the main window. There's all these recipes that I've prepared, and I promise I'll get to them in a second. Here's the inventory upgrades on the crafting tables. I can go ahead and store things in there if I want to. Like I'm just using that to store that extra storage upgrade, which I accidentally made an extra of. Here's the input queue slot, and if I was to smelt something, which I don't have on me at the moment, it would be pumped out to that. So in general, it's a very flexible table, and I'm only just scratching the surface of what it can do by showing you this. But let's talk about the items that are waiting to be built inside. This is something I've prepared. As you can see, in my hotbar, I have this steam drill, as it says down the bottom. This thing is very interesting. It's another thing from Flaxbeard Steamworks, and it doesn't work like your normal mining tool, this particular drill. If I go ahead and try and mine that, it's pretty slow actually. But if I right click, I spin the drill up. And spinning the drill up uses some of its steam contents. And now it works a lot quicker. And as that spin up drops down, it loses some of that speed. And I'll replace that with proper smooth stone later. But see, as you can see, it's slowly slowing down, and then if I want to speed it up again, I can just rapidly right click. So that's a thing. So that's steam tools, and we're going to get into them today because I'm sick of wearing stuff that fell off infernal mobs. So the first 2 things that I'm going to make, or first 3 things that I'm going to make for the suit, because we've got one sitting inside here, is we need the steam exosuit chest plate. This thing is the likely the first part of whatever you're going to make. This takes upgrades, and you'll see in a second what I mean. We're going to take steam wings. If I was to put this on right now, it provides me with a bit of armor, but I move very slowly. And the reason for that is because it doesn't have any power in it. Or at least I think that's what I read. I might be wrong, this is the first time I've done it, so I'm reporting as I go. But let's take that off. Steam wings. This thing gives me permanent slow fall. Means I'll never hurt myself by jumping off things, but I have to install it first. And the last thing that I wanted to make was a steam shovel. So this is basically the shovel equivalent of the drill, right? So, if I take this iron exosuit plate, this affords me some projectile protection, because you can't enchant this stuff. And we'll come across to our engineering table. If I stick this in here, I now have slots for upgrades. What I'm going to do with that is, on my back, I'm going to stick my steam wings, and in my armor slot, I'm going to stick my exosuit plate. This is for extra upgrades, which we can put in there. But the other thing that I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fill this up with steam. And I accidentally just wore it instead of putting on the filler. Excuse me. Please to be placed on there. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to have to work out how to deal with that in a second. But let's do it with the steam shovel instead. Right, this gauge reports to me how much it's going to fill up. And I think I'm completely out of steam. Yes, I am. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get some coal and fill that sucker up. Right. Didn't in the Esteemed Innovation book, didn't say specifically that I needed what's called a filling pad. Something's goofy with my bar at the moment. Anyway, let me stick some coal in there. That's the last lot of coal. So we better find some more soon. But that's going to slowly fill while that's happening. Didn't actually exclusively say that that I have to have a special kind of filling pad. You've got a steam filler, but then you also have the filling pad, excuse me, below it. And the filling pad is for the exosuit. But the steam filler also says that, or at least, sorry, in the description for the filling pad, it implies that you could fill the suit with it. Filling my exosuit can be extremely time consuming. I've created a device that allows me to charge my suit much more quickly and easily. Right? So I'm not sure why that's popping onto my back rather than going on the filling pad. I wonder what would happen if I wore something in that slot. Oh, sorry, there's a crafting table. Do I have enough leather? Oh, no I don't. I know I have enough iron, but I don't have a lot of iron left. But for science, right? I'm just wondering whether it's a bug or not, something that I have to report. Or should report, don't have to report it. Right, so I'm wearing something. That thing is getting filled up, so I'll take it off. So you can see it's got 16,000 out of 256,000 steam in it. Ah, yeah, see, it won't go on the filling pad. So it seems like I actually do need, sorry, the steam filler, and I actually do need the filling pad. So, why don't I make one of those, and I'll be back once I do have it. See you soon. Alright, I'm back, and I'm wearing the steam suit. Excuse smart moving's derpy rendering. But yes, there we go. We have 1x exosuit chestplate. I need more coal in there. Are you kidding me? Alright. Oh, by the way, here's something handy. I didn't really waste that iron now that I think about it. All of the iron is now melted and I can pour that out. So, if I stand on this thing, oh, I should technically start getting steam in my exosuit, but maybe not. Interesting. Something else might be that I need a full exosuit. I've been able to manipulate the world to my desire, power of steam. What left to improve, blah blah blah. Full set of exosuit parts will provide a small mining and speed boost, but without steam I will be slowed. Yeah, that's the bit that I knew for that. Upgrades can be placed on the suit engineering table. First things first, I need to place a steam tank in the cuboid shaped slot in the exosuit chest plate. Oh! Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Actually, I don't actually have a steam tank on the dang thing. I should have realised that when the second zero after the slash is a zero. Alright, let's sort that mess out, shall we? Do we want a heavily reinforced exosuit tank? I do have no blocks of brass. Okay, we'll just go with that. 2 steam tanks and some brass. I think I still have steam tanks from when I messed up. I do! I can make 2 of them. Why don't I do that? I guess I left the plates in there. Yes, I did. I don't have enough, unfortunately, for 2. But we do have 1. So, if I take this off, put it in here, no, here, and I didn't actually have to take it off, okay. Put it in there, we now have 360,000 steam. Now if I stand on this, oh yeah, things are happening. We are getting steam. This might take some time though. And that would also explain, let me just check. Yep, that was the problem there too. The steam tank was the entire issue. Let's get into trouble by running off to bed. Alright, I'll be back once that suit is full of steam, and then we'll do something fun. Okay, I'm back. We're mostly full, unfortunately. I ran out of, and when I move, it ticks down. I ran out of coal and steam. That thing eats a lot of steam, and we're going to have to sort something out to do with that. I'm thinking railcraft might be our answer. Anyway, see that tower over there? It's been there for a long time. Actually, I just experienced gliding. Yeah. Okay, this is too much fun. I am distracted. Yay. And it even expands. That's cool. I was running in the right direction, but it didn't look too derpy. So anyway, this tower has been sitting there for a long time, and I will admit, I went and took a look between episodes, but only on the first floor. Only on the first floor. There was nothing really of interest there, but we're going to delve deeper into this thing and see what mischief we can get up to. I wasn't really prepared when I first did it either, so this should be fun, going in there. I've got some laudanum from the first trial anyway, which is some horrible stuff. 10 seconds of horrible stuff, but also 10 seconds of really powerful regen. And I also have a big backpack, by the way. Another thing that I forgot to tell you that I did. I had a lot of string, so I went ahead and made that. So, in we go. Down into the depths. As you can see, this is the areas that I opened up. Wasn't a lot in here. There was a couple of spawners. There's one of them. A spider spawner, and this is where the stuff was. As you can see, I left things in there, so you knew that I didn't use any of it to get up to mischief. I didn't really want any of it anyway. This thing's pretty cool. There are fireworks above us now. They'll probably still be going by the time we get back. But there's a second floor, and things probably get worse the further down we go. So let's go adventuring. Down into the depths. I think I'll take this opportunity to do some long range combat. Take that, modern combat. Or rather, they did take modern combat and it killed them. Oh, spin it up. Drill away. Sup? Just let them do their thing. You have a bow. Well, I think we'll go this way first, actually. We'll tackle one gateway at a time. Oh. Reload. Oh, it's already reloaded? Okay. Yeah, just stand on the lava blade, that's fine. Ah. Stupid zombies. It's my steam shovel. That guy wasn't really burning. Let's just pop a skull down there. This lava doesn't really want to go away, does it? And birds. Spinning this thing up first is gonna take some getting used to. And an inferno mob. This one's pretty easy though, so that's right. Tries to drown me, but that's about it. Spider spawner in the wall. What else have we got? What else have we got? Pressure plates. And lettuce seeds. Plant megaback lettuce seeds. I think we'll pass on that. I will take your bones and leave everything else. Is there stuff behind here? There's probably stuff behind here, isn't there? Oh, there certainly is. There's lapis blocks and quartz. Don't mind if I do. I found the new tactic. And blocks of coal in the walls? Yes. Yes, please. And a really powerful bow. Okay. Alright. I'm keen. Well, at least our coal bows are over now. Alright, I'm gonna take some of this coal. Probably take all of the coal. But I'll cut to when I have come back with all of the coal. See you soon. Alright, sufficiently looted. I hear you. Okay. Right. Bones. I love bones. Sufficiently looted. All that a delicious pillar quartz for us. We can break it down later in a different machine to get it back to its useful state. But this way is more things. More things and stuff. Skeletons without weapons from that mob spawner. That's pretty cool. Might be able to use that later on actually. Because bows tend to fill up things. I've learnt that these stamps are actually rare, so I've started picking them up. And by started I mean I only have one other one. So I'm actually going to pick those stamps up. They're for garden core. You can imprint clay things with stuff. Actually, that's an open OS disc. I will take that. More laudanum. Don't mind if I do. If I get into a pickle, it's useful. And I don't really want anything else from there. There is a lot of zombies underneath me. As much as I do actually really like this drill, something I've noticed is that the steam canister inside it doesn't last very long. If you consider the most drilling that I've done so far has been, there's probably a way down there by the way, that's why I'm not going to drill in there from the side. And as you'll notice, like, it's already half empty and there was only those 2 rooms that I really looted. So as cool as they are, until the modding team actually kind of rebalance that, I don't think I'll be using it permanently. Just because it'll be so annoying to constantly have to refill it, especially when Steam is so expensive in this mod. And by expensive I mean it doesn't go very far. I won't actually take that. Tempering blade, highly durable, unbreaking 2. You know what? It's better than my one. So there you go. What's in here? Coal. I will actually take this coal now. That is a decent amount. Cool. And the anvil. But yeah, loot a couple of rooms and I'm already half empty on the steam, so I'm not really sure whether it's worth... Oh. I actually don't mind infernal creepers because they don't attack you so much as blow up. Speaking of which. So you can usually get by. I don't want this junk. Thanks. Snowballs, potion of swiftness. Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass on that stuff. We have stone slabs. By the way, this is back when I was trying to do those windows. This is what I was looking for. And I've come to understand that stone slabs like that block are impossible to actually get. You can't get them. It's really sad. But I will take that brewing stand. If I can't open that. Laudanum, potion of harming, books. Yeah, I'll pass on that. These chests get very samey after a while. Shouldn't really complain, it's all free stuff. I'll take some more netherwort, sure. Remember I got some on the way to where we live now. Yes, don't run into my drill batties. But yeah, as much as I do like these tools, the steam needs to last longer. Because I can just see it being really annoying, having to constantly spin them up. Even if like the steam, like if the tools stayed spun up longer, because they seem to slow down awfully quick. Right, I don't see any staircases down to this place, do you? So I'm gonna break in. I am going to definitely 100% break in. I seem to have broken into a redstone contraption. Oh no, I do remember there is a way down here. Hi. Hi. I don't know where they came from. But they're landing on my head now. There's got to be a better way to tackle this. And the better way to tackle this, I think, is actually to go this way, away from the cacophony. Probably end up lowering that in post. Is that a skeleton Vita? Because I don't... Yes. I didn't have one yet. Let's look behind these walls. No. Hi. I'm pretty sure I blocked off all the spots you can spawn in. Where was that passage? There was a passage and I think it was through here, all the way at the end, and it was surrounded by pressure plates, wasn't it? No, here it is. Hello. Down we go. Level 3. Shall return once I've found something worth looking at. Alright, I'm back briefly. I haven't gone very far. I think I found where all those zombies were, by the way. As you can see, it's an absolute massacre. And I'm just hoping to get past them. And somebody's annoyed an Enderman, and I'm sure it wasn't me, because I didn't look at any. And I've actually had to use some of that laudanum. By the way, I'm not familiar with American drugs, but I understand that laudanum's pretty bad stuff. Oh, I'm out of ammo as well. Alright. Alright. Spider. Toast. Save me, Toast. Alright. This is a ghastly spider. Malia does weird things with its box and fitting. Okay. Block of quartz. Right. Thank you, Weber Zombie. Get out of my way, door. Hey! Cut that out. And you can shush too. Fiery zombie. I think that is a Thorncraft champion zombie, actually. Yes, it was, because it dropped Thorncraft loot. I don't need rotten flesh. I don't need mossy cobble. Let's move on out. So much junk. Iron hoe. Some endymion. I don't really need that right now. Mundane ring. I will put those in there. Coal is more useful to me. And your torches. I will take your torches. And your iron. Okay. Pick up a bunch of junk. We seem to be in the catacombs. The baby zombie stuck. And a normal zombie. And an enderman. Hey! Back off. Right, I've got to get out. No, 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 no. Alright. I'll be back once this stops being such a struggle. Oh boy. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. I was fireballed by a zombie. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Let's see. This place is hard. I think we're going to have to come back to it. I think I'm going to try and get my stuff. I'm going to get my stuff. And then we're going to come to safety, and then I'm going to call the episode. And then maybe next episode we can tackle getting ourselves a little more prepared for what lays beneath, because that's a lot of stuff to deal with, especially when I've got infernal mobs installed, especially when Thorncraft champions can pay you a visit. So, armed with cobble, I am going to try desperately get my stuff back. Step 1. Fail. Come on now, spiders. It wasn't even this floor, was it? It was a different floor. Please, die. Thank you. Ah, it was a different floor, and it's through there. I think. Yes. Through there with the other spiders. Hi. How did you get through? pretty sure that is a one wide space, Mr. Spider. Oh my. Alright. I'm taking a detour because some of these chests... Yep. Food. And food means regeneration. Oh, creeper. Good. Excellent. Wonderful. How about no? How about no? We still have our spider friend. Bring it, spider friend. No, don't bring it like that. Don't actually bring it. Bring it such that I win and you lose. Yeah. Much better. Glad that we had that little chat. Cool. Can I get my stuff back? Can I get my stuff back? Nope. How about nope? Oh, hey! I said how about nope? How about nope? Oh, some lag. How about nope? I said nope. Ugh. That is a sword. Why did I... come to me, sword. Zombie, can you get that sword for me? While I hit you with a fish. Please? Please give me that sword. I would really like to get back to my body. Alright. I'll see you once I made some progress. Okay guys, I'm gonna make a break for it. I seem to have fetched that sword. And... oh boy. You know what? The amount of thermal mobs is just out of control. And there's my grave. Come on, before more spawn. That wasn't even fair. Okay. What can we do? First of all, we're gonna sleep. I will be back once I've got back down there. See you soon. Alright, I'm back down here. And got stuff and stay away from me. Stay away from any little zombies. I am out. No. Can't make me. Ah, steam suit. That plus that and this. Am I prepared to go back in and get the rest of it? No. Back. You can back off. Cool. We don't actually need that, but we do want that. Don't look at him. Alright, so, what did we learn? Don't go into dungeons before you're ready. Yes, I agree. We were good for level 2, but we certainly weren't good for level 3. That much I can tell you. Yeah, this way. And these spiders keep spawning. Don't want my grave plate, please. Okay, up we go. Up we go, and we will return for our vengeance sometime. Where's up for reals? Ooh, cake. Nom nom nom. Bread. Bread, you can stay there. We need to escape. Escape. And we're out, I think, officially. No? I am going delusional. Now we're out. Haha. Oh boy. We still got a lot of stuff. I mean, deaths aside, we still managed to escape with the loot that I had acquired, so you know, not doing too bad, but there was more down there, and I definitely wanted it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just dump it all in here and work it out later. And then when I come back next episode, we'll have a plan. But probably not a plan to do with that. Maybe a plan to gear up a little more. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.